Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are continuing our coverage of the 2015 NBA playoffs right now with Troy West from allplayswin.com, who in our videos has been basically killing it. Last time we spoke with Troy, he was giving us a winner on the Atlanta final game over the Nets. Troy West from allplayswin.com, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks, Pete. I appreciate it. I honestly can't remember the last time we lost with you guys. It's been quite the hell of a run here, several games in a row, and it's been quite the hell of a run at allplayswin.com. Pete, we had another winning week. That makes 3 out of the last 4 winning weeks, another winning month. Come take a look at allplayswin.com. Pete, we're killing the NBA playoffs right now.
All right, there you go. That says it all. And our regular viewers know you've been killing it with us. Now we're going to need your chops, though, because we're going to analyze the Chicago and Cleveland series odds. And handicapping a series like this is what separates the men from the boys. I'm definitely a boy, so this is a complete pass for me. The big issue here is, Kevin Love being out for Cleveland. The question is, how much of a lock was Cleveland before Love was out? Now, how much does that hurt them? At Pinnacle right now, Cleveland's minus 223. Chicago is plus 195 on the other side. So obviously, the market sees Chicago as having a reasonable chance of actually winning the series, not just making it competitive. Chicago, they're improving, they're playing well, but, do you want to bet against LeBron James? Big question is Kevin Love. What's your take on this series, Troy?
Yeah, Pete, I'm not going to suggest a large play, but I will absolutely give an official play on this one. Mm-hmm. I'm actually going with the Chicago Bulls on this.
No way.
Going with the Chicago Bulls,
wow.
Pete.
Okay.
For a number of reasons, Pete. Number one, obviously Kevin Love being out. This team really started to elevate with Kevin Love in the lineup. I finally felt that they were clicking at the right time. Then he goes down. Are they capable of winning without Kevin Love? Absolutely. Another name, J.R. Smith, he's going to miss the first 2 games. He had been outstanding in the role player position, coming in, knocking down a lot of big shots. He really changes the way that Cleveland runs the game offensively. I think with both those guys out, that's really going to hurt them. Turning over to Chicago, Pete, Chicago really kind of up and down in that series. They took the first 3 games against the Bucks, lost a couple, then they said, hey, we're going to beat the crap out of you by 54 points and move on to Cleveland. I think they really showed something in that final game. This is a really deep Chicago team, Pete. Derrick Rose starting to play a little bit better. Paul Gasol is going to be a tough matchup. I think he matches up well with Timothy Mozgov. You got Noah. I think Chicago is a really tough matchup for the Cavaliers. Do I think it's a lock? Do I think it's a big play? No. But I think in the end, the absence of J.R. Smith, the absence of Kevin Love, this Cleveland team really started getting clicking with all their players, Pete. Now they got to drop back down without 2 key players. It's going to be tough for them to win this series. If they don't get both in Cleveland, which I don't think they will with the absence of J.R. Smith for the first 2 games, I think Chicago could be a force to be reckoned with. I like Chicago in 6 or 7. Not a big play, but more of a lean. But I'll go official and say Chicago.
All right. Well, the line has moved a little bit in your favor recently at Pinnacle on the overnight. Last night I checked it. It was plus 201, and now it's plus 195. So some kind of money that has action. Did bet on Chicago to win this series. How would it change if Kevin Love were in? Would you say that Cleveland was a lock if Love were playing?
I think it would be definitely more of a lock. Tom Thibodeau is a great defensive coach, Pete. I think he's going to have an outstanding defensive game plan to shut down Kyrie Irving and LeBron James. Maybe not shut them down, but contain those 2 players. And without those 2 players, Pete, who do you turn to offense with this Cleveland Cavalier team? Is it Tristan Thompson? Is it Ivan Shumpert? Is it Timothy Mozgov? Not a lot of big names with guys like Kevin Love and J.R. Smith out. This offense is going to go through Kyrie Irving and LeBron James. Is just those 2 players enough offense to take down the Bulls? I don't know. The absence of Kevin Love definitely hurts. This is a guy that looked like he was starting to play his best basketball against the Boston Celtics before he went out. So I think with Love, yeah, they probably were going to lean towards more of the lock category. Without him, this is an open series for either team, and I think the Bulls could have a small edge.
All right, so you think that when LeBron James turns it up to 11, Chicago will still be able to hold him down, contain him?
I think they'll be able to at least contain him. Jimmy Butler is a great defender. I like the way that he matches up with them, and I just think the big players of the Chicago Bulls match up great against Cleveland as well. So it'll be a fun series to watch. Small edge to the Bulls. Very small, but I do think they have an edge, especially at that plus 195 value.
Yeah, all right. Interesting analysis. Ballsy call. Troy West, you heard it. Like in Chicago, to have a little bit of value at plus 195. Thanks so much, Troy.